Am I where I'm supposed to be right now? Am I where God wants me to be? Am I safe here? Should I be doing this right now? You are exactly where you are supposed to be. Hey, what's up, you guys? I hope you're having an amazing week, amazing month. You guys are staying safe, you're staying healthy, you're staying in there. This is my encouragement, my motivation for you guys this week. Right now, you're probably, you're worried, you're concerned. We have a lot of friends who are nurses. We have a lot of friends who are in the medical field, who are worried, who are scared. Like, man, like, am I where I'm supposed to be right now? Am I where God wants me to be? Am I safe here? Should I be doing this right now? You are exactly where you are supposed to be. Your whole life, you've been groomed and raised for what's going on in the world right now. From the moment you've been born to this second, right now, today, you are exactly where you're supposed to be. If you're a nurse, a doctor, an EVS aide, a police officer, a sanitation worker, you're probably going through one of the hardest times of your life right now. It's because no one else can be doing what you've been called to do at this point. There's no one else on the planet that has been groomed, that has gone through the circumstances, that's gone through the school, that's gone through the training, that's gone through the life experiences, that's gone through the headaches, that's gone through everything. There's no one else that should be doing what you're doing but you. You are exactly where you're supposed to be, okay? Because think about it, you guys. David, okay? David and Goliath, we're going biblical now. David, his whole life, he's been the smallest. He's been the little overlooked brother, right? He tended sheep. He was doing the things that he was supposed to be doing until Goliath came. Until Goliath came on the scene, then David stepped up. Just like you. Until David was meant to slay Goliath, he was doing all these little things, all the mundane day-to-day tasks, just like you're doing right now. Then Goliath came, right? After Moses fled into the desert, no one heard from him for years. He was old and gray, right? By the time God used him and spoke to him in the burning bush, right? He was old and gray until God said, hey, you're going to go back to Egypt. You're going to set my people free. You're going to talk to Moses. You're going to do my wonders. I'm giving you everything you need. Okay. You've gone through the desert. You've gone through everything you've had to do to go to where I'm about to send you, to do what you're supposed to be doing right now, this time. When Joseph was in prison, he was completely forgotten about. Okay. No one remembered him. Even after he interpreted people's dreams, people still forgot about him, right? It was during that time that he was getting stronger. He was getting wiser. He was being built up by God while in prison, and built up so that he would be strong enough to run a nation. You are strong enough to run that hospital, to run your department, to run the phones, to run the food, to drive. That's why you are, when they call you an essential worker, don't overlook that. Don't overlook the fact that you are essential. You are needed right now. You are important right now to thousands and thousands of people all around you. We need you right now. God needs you right now. Okay, so keep going. Stay motivated. Jesus was just another kid. He was just a kid working with his dad, learning how to be a carpenter, being obedient to his parents. It wasn't until the age of 30 that he really started to do what he was meant to do. And he changed the world with 12 random ordinary people, 12 dudes that no one liked, okay? The disciples, even though they were just ordinary people going through their normal mundane life, collecting taxes, everyone hated him, fishermen, all these other people, they were doing what they were supposed to be doing until they met Jesus. Then they changed the whole world, and they're still changing the world. 2,000 years later, the disciples are still changing the world with the words that God has given them to write. 2,000 years later, they're still changing the world. You are changing the world right now. You are molding and shaping what's going to happen right after this coronavirus dies out. With your heart, with your mind, with your perseverance, with your strength that you have as an essential worker, you are changing the world right now. You are going to be remembered by your family. You're going to be remembered by your friends. You're going to be remembered by your coworkers as one, man, that person still worked. Monica still worked. Nancy still worked. All of these people that we know still worked through all of these things. Kat still working in the hospitals, right? All these people still working. No matter, they might be you might be scared, you might have fear, you might have hesitancy, but that doesn't change the fact that you're still going, that you're essential in God's plan. Woo-hoo! You are essential with what God needs right now. To the people who are at home, I'm talking to you. You're essential. Just because you're not out there, just because you're not working in a hospital or you're a police officer or you're working in food, if you're at home right now with your kids, you are essential. You want to know why? You are essential to your family. You are essential to your kids because right now, for years, we have depended on the school system to raise our children for us. 6 to 7 hours a day. Teachers seeing our kids more than we do. Now we have the chance to mold and encourage and build the foundation in our children that they should have had before they even step foot inside of a public school system. Now we can instill in them the values. Not sticking them on a tablet, not sticking them in front of a TV, but showing them what values. That way when they come across situations in school that they know they shouldn't be taking a part of, they will have that strength and that foundation inside to say no. No, I don't want your drugs. No, I don't want to look at the stuff on your phone. No, I don't want to look at the stuff that you're looking at on your laptop. Because guess what? At home, we don't do that. My parents have taught me that I'm not supposed to be looking and listening and doing these things. So guess what? If I'm not doing it at home, I'm not supposed to do it here. You are called to be the light, not participate in darkness. Not snuff your light out, not cover it with a lampshade. Your light, our children are so bright and full of so much talent and wonder. Right now, during this time, if you're home, you are essential to the survival and the success of your children, of your family. You are to be the example. We are no longer relying on first class teacher, second period teacher, homeroom teacher, math teacher, English teacher, history teacher. All these people, we have no idea who they are. We don't know their background. We don't know their religious beliefs. We don't know anything about them, but yet we're relying on them to raise our kids. Do you see what I mean? Do you see the problem with that? I'm not saying all teachers are bad. I've come across amazing teachers. Miss Dahl, there's a reason we have practically driven across town for a kindergarten teacher because she is amazing. She has so much love in her heart. Every single one of our kids, even Titus, is gonna go to her for kindergarten. There's amazing teachers out there. But right now, your kids, you are essential to your kids' survival. Because once this is all said and they go back, what's gonna happen? Are they gonna be worse? Will you be worse if you are at home right now? Are you gonna be better? What are you using your time with right now while you are at home under quarantine? The thing is, after everything you've been through, no one saw David kill a lion. No one saw him kill a bear. No one saw him do any of these things. He was training. He was training, getting stronger, getting wiser, getting smarter. That's what this time is for, okay? Your time is now. This is your time to shine in a world of fear and darkness. That is why you are essential. You are essential to the world. You are essential to your job. You're essential to your families. And above all else, you are essential to God. You know why? Because there's no one else who is strong enough, who is smart enough, who has the guts, the fortitude, the mental tenacity to go through what you are going through right now in your position. Now is your time. Now is the time that God has created you for. The time that will change the lives of millions of people for the rest of our time here on earth. Don't overlook yourself. God has not overlooked you. When we have our backs to the wall and we're afraid and we're fighting for our livelihood, that's when our nature and our strength and true character will be revealed. That's when it's going to come out. This is not a time of fear of an uncertainty. Okay, it's not. Don't let the devil put that in your mind. I'm not scared of what's going to happen because I have faith and confidence in my God. It is a time of birth. All of this pain, all of this anguish, and all these other things, when something gives birth, it's painful. And people are like, oh, well, what about C-section moms? Are you kidding me? Have you ever seen a mom recover from a C-section? Any type of birthing pain is painful, whether it's pre, whether it's post. Right now, it's during. We are going through the birthing pain of something grand, of something so large, of something so big that our minds can't contain it. So what's happening right now is our time to get stronger. Now is our time to train. Now is our time to push, because when a time comes, we need to be strong enough and wise enough and have the mentality to support the blessing, the overwhelming blessing of God that is going to come down after all of this is done. 2 Timothy 1:7 says, "For God hasn't given us a spirit of fear, but of power, and of love and of a sound mind." He hasn't given you a spirit of fear. That's not what he operates in. That's not what you're operating in. Every single day you're going out there and you're doing what God has meant for you to do, what he created you for. It's not out of a spirit of fear. Because if you were scared enough, you'd be staying home right now. But you're not. You're persevering, you're going, you're working, you're going out there every single day. You're doing everything that you've been trained to do up this point. You know why? Because he hasn't given you a spirit of fear. The spirit that lives in you and in me isn't made out of fear. It's made out of power. It's out of power and love and a sound mind. A mind that is calm throughout the storm. Okay, it's not a time to cower in fear, but to use it and to run to God, to bring him our worries, our anxieties, and show him that we believe and that he's gonna do something amazing out of all of this. John 14:27 says, peace I leave with you, my peace I give to you. Not as the world gives do I give to you. Let not your heart be troubled, neither let it be afraid. There is no room for fear. There ain't no fear here. All of this is done. I'm not saying that the media is fake, that news is fake, that social media is fake. It's done exactly what the devil meant for it to do. It's to instill fear around the entire planet. I'm here to tell you that the more you fear what's going on out there, I'm not saying don't be wise. Protect yourself, put your face mask on, put your gloves on, but don't be scared. What did Jesus say to the disciples inside of the boat? Where's your faith? Why do you still have fear? I'm right here. In other words, I've never left. What, you think that just because this is going on that God is left? That he's no longer here? He's holding the hands of those people who are dying right now, whose family can't be there with them. He's holding the hands of the people out there who are risking their lives every single day. He is holding your hands as you are working in the hospitals. He's holding your hand. He's sitting in the seat right next to you as you're patrolling our streets. He's right there riding shotgun as you're going around picking up the trash. He's right there every single time. He hasn't left. Just because sickness and famine are in the land, it doesn't mean that he's left. He is still there. So what he's trying to tell us in this story, we're not supposed to be fearful. Where is our faith? Faith and fear do not mix. It is oil and water. God is God is water. Jesus is the water that if you drink, you will never thirst again. Oil cannot mix with water. Oil is your fear. Oil cannot mix with water. It can't. There is no room for fear. There is always room for faith. Okay, because after all this sickness, all this darkness, when the sun shines and we look back at this time of uncertainty, we're going to remember and honor those who are on the front line. We're going to honor those essential people. And the thing is, you can probably think that I'm actually separating, well, who are the non-essentials? None. There is no such thing in God's eyes as someone who is non-essential. To the parents who are staying home, to the workers who are still outside, every single one of you guys are essential right now. We are essential to the fact that we have to be able to motivate and encourage and shine our light so people are no longer afraid. So get on your social media, crack a joke, do something that makes someone laugh, send someone a video chat, do something to show that there is no room for fear in this world. Because God did not give us a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. We're going to remember and honor those in the front line. We're going to look back and see what ideas, what ingenuity, what inventions, what brilliance came out of this darkness, came out of this birthing pains. So many people have said it, and I'm going to say it too. Something is going to be birthed that is going to change this planet. The business owners, the entrepreneurs, God is giving you the chance right now. You've asked for that time. You've asked for time with your kids. You've asked for time with your family. He's giving you that time. Yeah, it may have come out of something that's ravaging our planet right now, but regardless, you still have time. You have time to spend with these people, to think, ask God, God, what can I do? What do you want me to do to make a difference in this world? What can I do to encourage and motivate and keep people to keep going and not be scared and not live in fear? Be you. Be essential, because you are. Share your testimony. Share your faith. Share a joke. Share a video chat. Share a friendly text message. Share a funny meme, but don't share fear. Don't post fear. Don't post a video saying, oh my God, I'm so terrified that I'm gonna get the coronavirus. Now is the time for you to shine in a world of fear and darkness, because you are essential, because God made you essential in what you are doing right now. God bless you. Keep going. Keep fighting. Have an amazing week.